Well, if anybody's got any questions, please let me know, and we'll sort of put them to Blitz now.
My name is Farouk.
Yeah.
Your artist name is Blitz. I would like to know what's your real name.
Well, my real name is Samuel Bazawule. Yes, and you have to say it like you mean it. Bazawule. Yes. So, I'm from the Upper West.
Okay. And then Blitz, what does it mean? Blitz.
Well, Blitz is a term for, you know, something that happens fast. And my rap style, when I begun, I was like, you know, really fast. So people used to call, you know, you blitz it, and that stuck. The ambassador part, even though you didn't ask about that, I think is the more important part of my name, which is, you know, to build some bridges, you know, to build some bridges between, you know, the worlds that I know. So Africa is a world that I'm very familiar with, and the rest of the world. Hip-hop is a world that I know. There are a lot of misconceptions about hip-hop, and so you need bridges. You need people who can explain and can step in and give a nuanced story. So that's how my name makes sense, I guess.
My last question is, what should we expect from your concert tomorrow or today? Saturday, sorry. Saturday.
Charlie, you got both days wrong. I know you want it to happen soon, but you know.
I mean, what should we expect?
Oh, you should expect fire and thunder and lightning. Yeah, that's what we do. That's what my crew does, and we're you know, we played here before, and very excited to be back. But yeah, my band, we work very hard, and you know, we like to tell a story when we play, and so you should expect a really, really good journey. Yeah, man. Thank you. Yes.
I have some question about your flow.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, I want to ask you, when you started the music, how did you do for perform at your flow?
Okay. Well, first when I begun, I only was copying other people's raps. I didn't make up my own raps for many years later. When I started listening to hip hop when I was 12, I just would like learn Biggie Smalls lyrics, or Tupac lyrics, or you know, Tribe Called Quest lyrics, Method Man lyrics, and just like I rhymed them for a while. And an interesting thing is when I go to school, people thought they were my lyrics. Yeah. To this day, some people still think those were my lyrics, but they were not. And so as time went on, I figured, wait, maybe I can just throw my name in there once in a while. So like I'll be like, who the fuck is this? Page of me, a 546 is bizarre. Da da da. No, it was Biggie. But you know, after time went on, I was like, okay, wait, I've mastered that. Now I can put my own words in there, you know. And after I got my own words for a while, I started experimenting with flow and style and language. So now I rhyme sometimes in Tree, sometimes I rhyme in Sisala, which is what my family speaks, where I'm from. And you know, just overall, just getting more confident in who I am as a person and knowing that my story is important too. So yeah, hope that answers.
But now, what is your program in the future?
Oh boy, the future, man. Well, I mean, I guess the easy answer is to get better at being a performer, but just in general, being better at being a human being, you know? The better you are as a human being, the better of an artist, I believe, you become. The more connected you are to people, because I'm in the human arts, you know, that's my job. And so I have to listen to stories, to tell stories. So, you know, the game is really being as connected to many struggles, you know, many successes, and then I think that you'll be able to become a better artist. So that's it. Thank you.
Yeah, my name is Sophia, and
Hello.
I want to know if you have a mentor in the entertainment industry, and then the impact that person has on you. And then the second question is, would you like to have collaborations with Ghanaian artists?
Yeah, well, I'll answer your second question first. Yes, I would absolutely love to collaborate with more and more Ghanaian artists. I recently collaborated with Sarkodie. I don't know if you guys know him. He's one of my favorite Ghanaian artists. And I mean, I'm always looking for opportunities to, I guess, spread the idea and find other artists of similar mind to tell the same story. As far as mentors, I haven't, you know, I don't have a particular, Charlie, what did you do to my voice? Hey. Ah, okay. It's like I have a whole lot of echo and stuff. Anyway, so I have a mentor which is like an accidental mentor. So, you know Chuck D from Public Enemy. So you know, I've always been a fan of him, of the group Public Enemy, and I ended up meeting him some years ago, and he just, you know, embraced me as a younger brother and just begun to help support and tell me, give me some really valuable information, you know. And it was interesting because I told him, some of you may be too young to know this, but in 1992, before you were born, Charlie, relax. 1992, before some of you were born, I didn't say all of you, Public Enemy came to Ghana and performed at something called Panafest, which was amazing. And it transformed, like, literally the whole country. I remember people wearing, you know, Public Enemy shirts, and at the time Fight the Power was popular, and so everybody was into, like, Malcolm X and, you know, just like really political. He came with Dr. Louis Farrakhan at the time, and it was really, really political and social at the time. And I told him that, you know, I was too young to go to the concert at the time, but I remember like the impact that it had, you know, just everybody being, and he told me, you know, I was telling you how much that inspired me, you know, to pursue this kind of hip hop. And he told me, he was like, yo, you won't believe, like, that was our first time to Africa, and that really changed his life as well, you know? So, you know, he's been somebody who has been very supportive, and just, you know, anything I ask him, or if he helps me out with, but also knowing, you know, how humble he is as a legend, you know? I think that that is something that I try as much as possible to learn from him. And when I met him, you know, sometimes when you meet old people who have kind of done it already, they're more humble. But I've met other people who said at the height of Public Enemy, you know, when they were like the #1 group in the world, really, you know, he'll come to the office and be the nicest person to all the interns, and just, you know, just be a very generous person. So for me, the people who inspire me the most are people who have strong human characters. I don't really care about how successful you've been as an artist, but how connected you are to the human struggle, you know? So Chuck D is mine. Thank you. It's like, I'm loud, I don't need a mic. Nice. Oh, yes.
Hi.
Yes.
I just wondered, what made you leave Ghana?
Well, at the time there was no real internet like that. I mean, now, I mean, everybody is like on Skype and Facebook and stuff on their phones. I mean, at the time, I just knew that if I wanted to have any kind of real global impact, because, I mean, my first song that I really, really recorded was Deba, and it was a big hit. So I was like, man, if I can get it in my first take, then I might be good at it, you know, and I might want to think about expanding, you know. And I knew that if I'd stayed, at least with what existed at the time, you know, I wouldn't have the opportunity. I mean, now I'm so proud of like these young guys who are based in Ghana and are global. Like Sarkodie is an example of like, to be able to do that is amazing. But I think that it's all thanks to the internet. At the time I was leaving, there was like one cafe in the whole of Medina. So I don't know how I live in Medina. Don't front, okay? It's a great neighborhood. You know, but the thing is that now, you know, things have moved on and it's much easier. But that was the main reason, was because I needed to reach a global audience. And would I do it again? I don't know. I'm not sure. I think life in Ghana is much more fun. for a young person, you know, and I would probably think of staying with what's available today. I think by the time that I was leaving, I mean, that was honestly my only real way out, you know. Thank you very much, guys.